And so I'm leaving my apartment in Paris. So which one did I like more? My $300-something room in London or my under $200 apartment in Paris? I finished my stay at the Dorset Hotel in the city of London, and this is my last chance to do a tour for the room, so let's check it out. When you enter, this is what you see. This is the room here, and you have a nice full-size mirror right up front to make sure you look good for your job. And on this side you enter the bathroom, which is a good bathroom, nothing special, but it looks good with that glass cabin sealed like that. However, it actually leaks and it floods the floor the whole time. Here is a nice part, which is you get to control the messaging here, whether they should come in or what is going on. And here's a digital thermostat. The HVAC in this room was great. It never was loud or annoying or anything like that. Very well done. The bed here is your standard king-size bed, I think, maybe a little smaller than the American version, actually. 4 pillows that I really like. Not too gaudy, but well designed. I like it. Here we have a TV. It's pretty bad smart TV. YouTube freezes poorly on there. And you have the typical baggage stand, and this is all the baggage I brought to Europe. This is how I like to travel. I don't check bags. I think it's much better to travel light, just pack 7 days of underwears and stuff like that, and just be light, very light, and don't check, just move fast. You have a desk to work on, and a nice mirror here as well. No problem with this desk. Nice chair as well, it's comfortable. On this side we have the view of the city of London, and you can see it's still dark out there, even though it's almost 8 o'clock. Right now it's among the shortest days of the year, and Britain is very far north. So that's most of the room. The bed was very comfortable, the bedding is comfortable, the pillows are super soft and nice, and there's 4 of them, which now I all use. I figured out how. Here we have the wardrobe, which here has nice, quite good drawers, and I love that they're see-through so I don't forget anything, so that was great. And here was a laundry bag which I used. Little safe here as usual, extra blanket if you need it, but you don't. This part here is for your shirts and jackets, and there's a nice cabinet with the fridge in it, so it's not really unsightly. Inside you have your mugs and cups and stuff like that. You can heat water and make tea or Nescafe. I don't like doing that because I prefer the better kind of those beverages. But that's really it. But what is really more important about this room is not so much the room itself, it's where you are. You're on the edge of the city of London, you're right next to the Outgate station, which makes everything very convenient. So as soon as I leave the doorstep, I then hop out and I'm on the train right away. Or if I just walk out, I end up in the city of London with all my business partners. So that's really great and beneficial for staying here. The price was quite high, something like $300 a night, maybe $250 to $280 depending on all the fees they add on. May even exceed $300 after I see the checkout bill. But that's mostly it. There are 2 restaurants at the bottom, and there's a rooftop bar on top, so that's also great, and those are open to people outside. The restaurant at the bottom, especially nice, is that it's open 24/7, so even if you're late and everything else is closed, you can still eat. So yeah, overall I recommend this hotel, but it's very expensive. So if you have business here that will cover your costs, that's by far the better way to do it. So I'm checking out of here, and I'll see you from my next location. I'm now leaving the Dorset Hotel. This is the lobby area. It's quite pleasant. I like this place a lot. It's modern, it's new, it's quite preserved. And now here's one of the best features. I simply walk out of here. I can get my coffee right here if I'd like, and right here is the train station, so then I can immediately enter the train station and be on my way. This part is great. This is the St. Pancras station from the outside. Simply amazing, gorgeous architecture. just makes you great about traveling through here. Fantastic clock tower and design altogether. This is one of my favorite buildings in London so far. Today I will show you the best thing about traveling in Europe. I'm at the St. Pancras International train station, and from here I'm going to catch my next train. This is only just a few minutes after I caught one at my hotel at Aldgate station, so it's been no more than 10-15 minutes since I stepped out of the hotel. And here's this station. Always good to hear some classic music in Europe on the streets or in the stations. This is the second level of the St. Pancras station, and it's the more impressive one because look at this. First of all, it's grand, and second, there are trains on the second level, so the rail goes all the way up. So they managed to make a two-level station where you can catch domestic trains on the top and foreign ones on the bottom. Statue of a traveler here, a kindred soul. This is the waiting area at the station where they simply have left a piano and one of the passengers is playing very, very well. And this is where everyone's waiting.
Hotel 9 and 3 hotel rates.
I'm looking for my car. It should be number 9.
He's actually recording all our conversations.
And just like that, 2.5 hours later, I'm in Paris. I can't think of any other place where you can just hop on a train and for 2 hours you'll be going to another world-class city. Like, so you can go between London and Paris within 2.5 hours. Very easy ride. It's not cheap by any means, it's quite expensive actually, but that's how it is, and that's the best thing about traveling in Europe. The trains, the train infrastructure is very impressive. The trains are very fast and very convenient. I'm in Paris, but this is the northern train stations, which is pretty far, and apparently there's a strike, so the trains are not running, so I have to get a really expensive Uber. But welcome to France. Let's see how it is. And of course there's a strike in France because it's France. This is the northern train station. It's a pretty cool building. Overall surroundings are cool as well. A little busy though, you get swarmed by the taxi drivers trying to harass, but other than that, it's pretty cool.
The world is crazy.
So nobody's working, no services.
No services.
Only taxi and Uber.
Yes. No, we haven't Uber. We haven't taxi yet here. The all taxi they work yet.
Right, but there's so much traffic now because there's no train.
Really? You don't speak French?
I don't. Yes, sorry.
Why?
First time in France today. Right now I arrived.
Oh. Yeah, Brexit I think is good for Great Britain, for England. I think it's good for the population. I think because I am driver, I need minimum 1,500 euro in month. I need it, minimum. Another driver, he come from Poland, for example.
Right.
He can work only for 300 euro. Do you understand? Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. I made it. Now I need to get into the room. So that was not easy at all. I'm like an hour late after arriving because there was a crazy traffic jam. Took a long time for the driver to get to me, and then it took a long time to get to the location of my B&B. But I still have some daylight left, and I'm right next to Notre Dame. So I have a great location. I just need the keys to my room, and then I'll be on my way. I also need some coffee and some food, which there's a lot of here. No elevator has been fit into this old building. Gotta climb 5 stories every time. And they count from 0, so there's truly 6. But while you climb, the view is kinda nice. Feels like last century. Here's my room. Okay, it was not easy, but I got into my Airbnb and I really like it. I'm on the top floor, and you can have all the nice ceilings, but this is the main area here with a little couch and a little kitchen, even a washing machine that I may put to use, and it has air filters and it has everything you need really. So I'm pretty pleased with this. Here is the bedroom. A nice bedroom. You can get a desk, and it's quite spacious bed, and the bathroom, which is pretty decent as well. Glass encasing for the shower. But the coolest thing is the location, and let's see if we can get through the window here. Here's where we are. This is Paris. And right over there is the way to Notre Dame. And on this side I just see more buildings. It looks very charming. And over here you have these very typical Parisian balconies, which I like to see. I want to feel like I'm in the place, something characteristic. So yeah, very nice. I really like this place. The location is just perfect. I'm next to Notre Dame. I can walk everywhere, which really helps with this general strike which has shut down all the services in the city. Traffic is horrible. Uber was spiking almost 3 times, so I overpaid like crazy. Almost $60 for something that should have been 20ish, and I should have even been able to get here by train, but I had no choice. I had to come check in to my room and drop off my bag, so I had to pay Uber for the spike. Oh well. Now I'm here and I don't mind. I will go out immediately now. Alright, hello Paris. Let's see what all the hype is about. I've been hearing about this place my entire life, so there's a lot of reputation to live up to. And so I'm leaving my apartment in Paris. So which one did I like more? My $300-something room in London or my under $200 apartment in Paris? Well, it's the Paris apartment and it's not even close. It's first of all, it's a whole apartment and that's good, but second is just about the location. Here right next to Notre Dame, there's so much going on that is amazing to look at and charming, while the one in London, everything is newer and shinier, but you're in the city of London and all there is are offices and some bars, but it has nothing on downtown Paris. And even though the Paris apartment has no elevator and you have to go up 6 floors and the bathroom smells like mold, it's still, I'd much rather be here. And honestly, that's a metaphor about London versus Paris altogether. London is newer and shinier right now and wealthier it seems, but Paris is just so much more charming and pleasant to be in.